What's up, everybody? So, welcome back to NHL20. So, I am going to do a new series here. You have no idea how much I worked on putting these teams together, editing every single player on every team. Well, maybe not every single player, but a lot of them. So that includes picking players from all over Europe or the ECHL or wherever, and bringing all these players together to create an international hockey league, which of course is still going to be technically the NHL, but we can imagine, right? So we're going to be the Dublin Celts. Let's get into this. We are keeping the salary cap on. I'm sure that some salaries are going to become insane right now. So I can only imagine. I'm hoping that my team is cap compliant because I don't really want to see my costs go through the roof. But I know that there's a few teams on there who, like, their cap space was astronomically large. For instance, I think Antwerp had like a $30 million budget. Like, they still had $30 million in cap space. So they're probably paying some of their players a crazy amount of money now. In fact, let's take a peek real quick. I want to make sure. Okay, we still have $16.81 million left. So I have a bunch of created players on here. Not all of them, but there's several created players on my team. And then there's players that have been adjusted to... I did this through the entire league. There's players that I've made into elite players or top 4 players or top 6 players or whatever. Just to try to even out the league. Now let's see where their contracts went to. Okay. Not too... Alright. So that's not too bad. Though they've got a... They got some players they're paying a lot of money for who aren't all that great just yet. A 21-year-old already making $1.26 million, and he's a 66 overall. Well, they better hope these guys pan out. Anybody else with some craziness? I guess not. So anyway, these are the teams that we have in this league. We have the Amsterdam Old Knicks, the Antwerp Leopards, Athens Spartans, Barcelona Toros, Belarus Buffalo, Berlin Razorbacks, Bratislava Tigers, Bucharest Horror, Copenhagen Sorcery, Dublin Celts, that's us, Geneva Golden Eagles, Helsinki Railers, Kazakhstan Hawks, Latvia Cavalry, London Royals, Los Angeles Bullies, Montreal Rafales, Moscow Cosmonauts, New York Metro, Norway Norsemen, Osaka Ninjas, Paris Drakkar, Prague Medvedi, Rome Empire, Stockholm Aurora, Sydney Outlaws, Tokyo Sun, Toronto Conies, Ukraine Akulas, Vienna Vipers, and Warsaw Pack. So if you notice, there are 3 countries that have 2 teams each. Japan has Tokyo and Osaka. Canada, of course, has Toronto and Montreal. And the United States has Los Angeles and New York. And they got some pricey players, too. Actually, you know who really had a Yeah, these guys are making a ton of money. But they had a lot of rookies. All right. So we're not going to worry about that. Now, unlike the past, most of the seasons that I've done when I've played through the games and done different series for this, they've all been expansion drafts. Like they've all been expansion teams. Either I'm playing as the expansion team or I just have an expansion team included. So right now, there is no expansion team. We have 31 teams total, just like we have right now, and that's all that's going to be in this game. So we're not going to have a 2018 draft. Every time you do an expansion year or an expansion franchise, that's what tends to happen. So I wish I had done this earlier, and that is I wish I had edited my lines properly before we really started this. Would you like... no. Okay. Okay, I got a right wing in there. Okay, so apparently I have a whole bunch of left wings. Yeah, I got a lot of left wingers, I guess. Okay, what we are going to try to do to arrange as much as possible to have the old sniper, power forward, playmaker combo. But that might not be happening. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I totally forgot. What I can do is I can arrange all of my lines. And I can make people into exactly what I need them, the role that I need them to fill. So right now, I need a power forward. Well, if Kyle Connor right now is a two-way forward, we can turn him into a power forward. And then we'll go down here. We've got Murphy, Myers, and O'Sullivan. Sullivan being a playmaker. Myers, what is your shooting look like? Your shooting is pretty great, so we'll make Myers a sniper. And then Murphy, we can turn him into a power forward. Alright, then as we get down, sniper two-way, power forward two-way, grinder. Okay, this is looking ugly right now. Okay. Well, hold on. What if... Sniper two-way. Let's make... Let's see, what is your passing looking like? 89. Okay, so we'll make Farabee a power forward. And Garside, he can be a sniper. Or not sniper, a playmaker. Power forward, two-way forward, grinder. Now, if we were putting a two-way forward down, we were just swapping them. I think that's just their individual talents. But if we can get power forward, he's just a grinder. He's just a big boy. We can make him a playmaker. All right. Right here we have offensive defenseman. All right. Well, what we could do is we can turn McMonagle here. We can turn him into a defensive defenseman. Offensive two-way. Okay, so defensive defenseman, offensive. See, automatically those two pair up real well. Two-way, two-way. I could leave them as two-way defensemen. Or I can make one an offensive defenseman and the other a defensive defenseman. Well, I think Perrin there can become our defensive defenseman, and Loney can be our offensive defenseman. And then there's not a hell of a lot that we can do regarding our goalies. We just got these two. All right, so we have a whole lot of unknowns. Playmaker two-way, play. So with our AHL guys, I'll probably mess around with that after the first season and see. Look at this, our bottom pairing is the one that's working out the best. Yikes. Okay, let's dive out of here. So we'll do some editing real quick. So Myers, Matthew Myers. We are going to turn him into a sniper. I'm hoping this doesn't take absolutely forever to do. This is also our captain. Fortunately, I don't have a ton of people to edit. But let's get this done. Connor. It's going to be a power forward. So funny, I see somebody pop in to watch the stream real quick and then dive right back out then when they realize, uh-oh, this might be boring. Okay, Murphy, another power forward. Now we're quite aware that this first season may be really bad. Like the team might straight up suck, but it's a risk. And I'm also not worrying about trying to win the cup in the first year because we're trying to build this team. Now, most of the teams that I made, The bulk of their players are from whatever country their city is representing. That doesn't mean that that's going to remain the case, of course, because the teams are going to be making trades amongst each other, picking up free agents, making draft picks, so it's going to be a lot more. It's going to be a lot more varied, obviously, as to where the makeup of the origins of the players are as the years go on. But there's only so much I can do. I can't force teams to only draft from specific countries, you know. All right, Garside will be a playmaker. Now, this should have an impact on the line combinations, on their chemistry. There should be, because if you have playmaker, sniper, and power forward all in one line, that generally at least gives a line a +1. At least. Burn. There he is. Burn will be a playmaker. You can get a +5 if you have a line that's already like pretty stellar, and then yeah. Like if you have a line that's a +3 naturally, and then you end up with this magic combination, you could possibly get a +5. And chemistry seems to make a big difference in this game as to how your players end up performing. Okay, we're turning you into a defensive defenseman. We got 2 Mustachio Bros. Now, some people might say, oh, you're cheating by doing this. But I don't look at it that way, because if you were coaching your team and you had players that you wanted to play a specific way, you would start coaching them to play the way you need them to be. So, perfect example with the New Jersey Devils back in the day when they first brought Scott Stevens in, he was an offensive defenseman. Like, he was really good. He was really good at, you know, setting up goals and scoring goals and whatnot, but the team basically were like, okay, listen, we see you as someone who is better suited to playing more of a defensive shutdown game, a physical shutdown game, and if you're willing to change your play style, then I think it'll help the team a lot, like Lamoriello and their coach at the time. And lo and behold, Scott Stevens ends up being one of the best defensive defensemen ever, and still being able to chip in goals here and there. So that does happen in real life in the NHL. All right, now we got our players modified as we need. So let's look at our lines now. Really didn't help out. Well, that... Oh, yeah, that's right, because I have a grinder down here. All right. That's okay. Riley. What else do we have waiting out here? Morgan, a playmaker. Curious. All right, it's a 0. This is also silly of having... Wait. Wait, I had a right wing over here somewhere. Alright, well, they're just wings we're not going to worry about. But look at that. Our top defensive pairing now is a +5. And we got +1s down here. So, hopefully this will get us in the right direction. So it's going to be weird, because now there's no more ownership. I'm not playing ownership on this. So, I'm not controlling any of the little nitty-gritty nonsense like that. Oh, I didn't do the scout assignments. Oh, boy. Alright, well, you know what? I am not going to sit here and spend tons of time in this first year doing this. Also, let's look at our coaching staff here. Wow, our AHL coaching staff is pretty fantastic. So we'll see what happens in the first year with these coaches. At the end of the year, depending on what's going on, to see how the chemistry has panned out, I may do some hiring and firing. With owner mode turned off, I'm not really going to have to worry about how I'm spending money. So let's go through this first season. Let's see how we do. Okay, not starting out well. Alright, so we broke even. What do I have? It's weird to have some kind of a... I actually need to do some hiring and firing anyway here. Because I don't need... You know what, guys? You're going to have to watch me do this. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of any NHL or AHL scouts, because I don't need them. Because I have Fog of War turned off. So I'm not going to need USA, NLA, AHL Central. Don't need that. Okay, so Q. We have... I don't really have to worry about my scout salary, I don't believe. I can go over budget, but I'm not gonna jump in over that quite yet. I just want to mark down what I've got people for. Russia, a B overall. All right. See, the thing is, sometimes you end up with multiple people scouting the same hockey leagues, and a lot of these hockey leagues tend to be no use for having multiple people. All right, so OHL, I only have one person, but they may be better at their job elsewhere. So Liga, since we've already got somebody here who is an A- overall, has an A for that league, let's just get him scouting. See, I won't need a second person for Liga. Because as it is, I'll have him scouting into January. Okay, so where else could he possibly be good at? An A+ in Liga. An A in Allsvenskan, which I don't think I have anyone else covering that. I don't. So he's actually better. Okay, so we're going to send him here. Okay. Alright, so instead of also being Liga, okay, so just bear with me, guys. I'm sorry to make you sit through this. Not that anyone's going to sit through it. No one's going to watch all this. No one's going to watch, period. I don't know why I'm even worrying about it. So, share dev is there for SHL. Plekhanov. It's handling Russia. WHL. So I won't need a second person doing WHL. So let's just go. All right, Liga is handled. SHL. Potential comparison. I'm going to do 20 people, even though he's never going to go this far. But the thing is, there's the SHL that's handled. We know we're not going to need another person with that. Russia, a B- overall. Russia's the only one that I might need a second person. But it doesn't look like I'm going to need a second person for Russia. I can handle Russia with just one scout. One scout. Handling 25 scouting assignments, so they can do that. So here's an issue. We've got 2 people right now. WHL. Now this one is a B- overall. Handling 19 people. We may not need 2 people for the WHL. And I'm taking them off of character assessment because I always focus on potential and comparison. If I can get a better look at certain players later on, then so be it. But to start out, this is where we focus. And actually, it looks like I could use another person for WHL. Alright, so that's already 20 that are being assigned, so go up to Lang. So then this one here with an A+. And we don't worry about like having players that are having players. If we have scouts that, hold on guys, I got something in my eye. Oh, I got an eyelash that went right in underneath my eyelid. Crap. But anyway, if we have a scout who's got like a, say they got a B- overall and like in this specific place, or this guy's got an A+, the other guy had an A. Well, after anybody is scouting the same place over and over and over again, they're all going to have A's and A+. Like they'll all grow to that. So I don't really worry about it if... Alright. I don't worry about it if it's like, okay, so the bottom numbers, you know, the later guys that they're getting scouted are being handled by somebody with an A+ overall. The earlier guys are being handled by someone with an A. Like that A is going to turn into an A+ mighty fast. So, OHL. Let me mark down. Van Riemsdyk. Okay, so then we have this OHL guy. How did I miss that earlier? I don't know. But anyway, he's got a B- overall and A. Now the question is, how many people does he have assigned? Is there going to be a need so looks like he's got a ton of people assigned late. So OHL, I think I could use another person. Alright, so we will get this one here. And this is usually what I do this off stream. I don't usually do these on stream because I know people get bored mighty quick. All right, so I'll have him doing 25. You know what? Let's have him do 30, because then the other guy can do 30. There's a lot of people in this league. All right. So we do have someone else handling the OHL. At least it works out that I don't have to hire somebody. It's always one annoyance. Okay. Oh, look at this. He's already got... He's already got a lot of people on his assignment list here. They might not have time to do all of these, but whatevs. Just writing this down. Second OHL person with a C overall. This is Summers. Alright, we already set that up. We already got the WHL good to go. So now we've got 2 QMJHL people. I definitely would like somebody better rated. Let me see something. Hiring scouts. Alright, so we really don't have great scouts available right now. But food for thought for later. So we have this one here is a C and the other one's a C minus. That's okay. So now let's set you up. You know, you got an awful lot of people on your docket. We need to do something about that. I wasn't really paying attention to what I have all these guys set up to do. Okay, everybody else is okay. Very good. All right, so we got 20 now. Okay, I could do. Let's do 25. Because there's a lot of kids in the Q1JHL. Let's see. Now this person is probably going to be scouting way beyond who is likely to be drafted. But sometimes these higher picks, I end up getting some real diamonds in the rough. I'll get 7th rounders that end up being like elite lows, and even if they don't necessarily look like they're going to turn into anything, I can still get something out of them because they are, you know, they're still tagged with an elite, and I can trade them. So I can trade them for better picks or better players. Okay, so here I have a C- guy, Peterson, for the USA West. The West usually doesn't have many players at all. Usually at most, USA Central tends to be the only potential candidates to come out of that area of the US. So, yeah, here we may have more players, but there's 10, not even this time, huh? Well, we'll look at them anyway. All right, so then the NLA, there's hardly ever anyone here, I think. Yeah. It's usually a pretty desolate, but it helps to have scouts. We're just scout everybody here. It helps to have scouts even in these weird offshoots, just because you never know if there's gonna be like one player who comes up that's like, oh, he's gonna be in the top 15 or something, and your draft pick's gonna be in there, and then you ended up never scouting that one guy from the, you know, like Allsvenskan or the NLA or something, and you're like, oh, I never bothered to look at that guy, and now I have no idea whatsoever what his abilities are, you know, like, is he worth taking a risk on? And because I had one time where it was one of these offshoot spots, and it was like, oh, this guy turned out to be pretty awesome, and yet I didn't have anybody scouting him, so somebody else picked the guy, and I looked at it, it was like, oh, he had like an overall, he was like an elite medium, and like overall like immediately like a 77, 78 or something like that. So it's like, it's a player I could have grabbed that was better than who I got, and it kind of burned my ass, you know. All right, I need, let's see. I need a USA East. I don't have anybody from DEL, Extraliga, EBEL. So that is right. I don't have any DELs now. So I need someone from DEL, Extraliga, and EBEL. So, unfortunately, the guy I'm looking at, he's a C overall. And he's got an A plus in NLA. And the guy that I have's got a D minus, so that's kind of annoying. Alright, let's just arrange this here. Okay. Is this guy good anywhere that I need him? Nope. Up, USA East, A+. So this is someone who I would like to bring on board. Wow, it won't let me give him any more than that, huh? Weird. There's actually a limitation there. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so that guy would be good to have. How about A minus for Extraliga and DEL is an A. So I'm the only team interested in these guys now that the season has started, so I shouldn't have a real hard time getting them. So Extraliga and EBEL are still up for grabs. Our Extraliga is a B. Servinen will remember. Oh, look at that. Extraliga A+. And EBEL is an A+. Well, we may be all set then. Assuming that they all sign with my team. Alright, well, let's see what happens, folks. Okay, we'll advance today. I'm not worried about waivers. Advance today. Forster says yes. Okay, now DEL, is that who we hired him for? Or Extraliga? Uh-oh. I should have been paying attention to that. Clefbaum was the one that we were hiring for USA East. Then I had the two Nold. I think he was the DEL guy that I wanted. And then this is the one that I wanted for EBEL. Okay. So that means he's getting moved. Not there. To Extraliga. All right. Now there's probably like 4 people that he can scout, right? No, he's actually got a decent number of people. Sometimes, like, you'll literally be looking at, oh, how many people are there to scout? And it's like, there's 4 people total. And they're all like, you know, CS ranking is like 400 something. So it's like, oh, good, there's not really anyone to scout. Cliff Bomb took the job. Sikak took the job. Now we don't Nold. Okay, we don't know about Nold yet. The Cliff Bomb. No, sir, you are not going to be in the NHL Metro. Not quite happening there. You, sir, are going to the east. And then Sikak, you are going to EBEL. Alright, so let's get you guys scouting away. Yeah, see, there's not a lot of people in the... It's kind of annoying because there's a lot more US-born players that are making it to the NHL as time goes on, and it's like we still don't see a lot of high-ranked USA prospects. Anybody in the EBEL? No, nope. That's okay. You go talk to these people anyway, just to keep you busy. Alright, so now we just gotta wait to see if Nald joins. Yes, he does. Very good. Alright, Nald. You are not going to be in the SHL. You are going to the DEL. Look at the drop off here. You go from 85 to 308. So they literally have 7 players who could potentially be drafted within the top 3 rounds, and then nobody after that. That is crazy. Okay, but we have all of our scouting assignments done. Done. It's been almost an hour, but they're done. So I apologize for that, but at least you guys, since no one's watching this live, if anybody watches this later, they can skip forward through all of this. Now let's see what happens in the regular season. The most that I'm going to do is I'm going to, for anyone who's never seen me play this before, I'm going to let everything take place the way it's going to take place. I'm only going to deal with injuries. Although I do have morale on, and there may be people that want to have a chat with me from time to time, but see what kind of okay, well, we didn't know he was hurt in the first place. Is he even hurt? No, he's not. Old Adam Cowser, I don't know if you people know who that is. But there he is. Okay. Alright, draft class. Who are we looking at here? Yeah, look at that. Alexis Lafreniere. Shocking. This guy would be up here. Can't believe it. It's so weird seeing like the prospects list when it's like there's a bunch of them that are just made up. Like there's so many of them that are like, yeah, they just kind of suck. You know, they're not really real people because we don't have anyone from Russia. All right, I'm not gonna worry about it quite yet. Wow, we just destroyed them. Sean McGonigal is injured with a sore foot, but he will be back soon. But in the meantime, we need to replace him. Hold on a second. I don't have any defensemen up, do I? I don't think I do. So I don't think I need another left winger sitting up here. So I can send him down. Because I'm going to need a defenseman to stay up. His morale's going to dive. Yeah. Okay, Mikoshin. Do I want to bring him up yet? Because he's going to be waiver. No. So let's bring up this guy. We can have him. Don't like that he's no, he's an offensive defenseman. Okay. All right, so let's bring you up. Real quick. Ah, for crying out loud. So just look at that top line. Once we lose that magic offensive and defenseman combo, that just takes a nosedive. But that's all right. That's all right. It's not going to be forever. It's only a temporary thing. It's funny seeing some of these people that are in the in my AHL team. All right. hopefully we can get some better chemistry. And one of the things I might have to do is I might have to do some hiring and firing with my coaches to try to match what they're expecting of my players, or what my players can do. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Let's see. I think you're offering me some insanity, so no. Wow, that's a kid that we literally just brought in. So he's okay, but that means that he might be Oliver Dolan, fully healed. Alright, so we're not getting messages that these guys are hurt. Alright, so we'll be getting McGonagall back in a couple of days. Tommy Fitzpatrick. Uh-oh. Tommy, what happened? So, unfortunately, we have a goalie injury. So we're going to have to bring up Tompkins. Okay, I was going to say, Fitzpatrick had better not be playing a lot of games. Because right now he's not our starter. Alright. Our starting goaltender right now is a small dude. Tommy Perrin is hurt. Uh-oh. Another defensive injury. Alright, well, looks like McGonagall, he might be bruised up a little bit, but we can get him in there. And then we just got to cross our fingers and hope that he doesn't get seriously hurt again. Bowden, who we just brought up here, and a 5th rounder. No. Not worth it, because he's looking like to be a young up-and-comer, so no. Garside is hurt. Uh-oh. How is your... Weird that I have to hit the L1, R1. Face-offs are kind of meh. But I don't really have a lot of options here. Okay, McGonagall's perfectly fine. Well, we've already got him playing, so that's not an issue. McCoshen's been injured. Head coach handle that. Riley is hurt. Here come all of the injuries. Yeesh. Yeah, it's not ideal here. But I've got 2 defensemen out. Yeah, this is This is not good. But I don't want to keep pulling people up from my minors either. Alright, Fitzpatrick is perfectly fine. Let's... Okay, Tompkins, you can sit. Tompkins is actually, I think, better right now than Fitzpatrick. I think. No, he's not. Okay, so should I bring up another defenseman just to play it safe? Bring up Donnelly, maybe? Let's get Riley out of here. Sit Donnelly in that spot. Well, a 0 is better than a -3. So, there's that. Alright, Rockford player is fully healed. Just put best lines for that. Dublin player, Tommy Fitzpatrick, is injured again! That's terrible. Well, Tompkins, come on back. Man, I might not send him back down to the AHL at this point. It's going to be a good year for rookies. That's wonderful. Connor Riley is back. Wait a minute. Do I have 2 people named Riley? I don't. I do. Blair Riley. Blair Riley and Connor Riley. Okay. Well, our record's actually pretty good so far. All right, Garside. Were you actually legitimately hurt? Garside? Yes. Wait a minute. Center. Logan O'Brien. That's who jumped in his spot. Well, O'Brien, you did the job. So congratulations. Right now, what do I have scratched? I have a defenseman, a right winger, and a center. So that's decent right there. As soon as Fitzpatrick comes back, though, I'm gonna have to get rid of my backup goalie because I'm going to have too many people in my roster. What did I just say? All right. Okay, Tommy Perrin. Shit, okay. That was a defenseman. So who was the other? Donnelly. Alright, I'm gonna have to send Donnelly down. Okay. He was my extra, right? Yeah. Alright, so I'll simply wait until Donnelly is completely healthy. Okay. Perrin. Defense. Not Donnelly. Perrin. I was confused. Oh, crap. Well, I guess he's still sitting out. And we just lost a bunch of games in a row. Oops. Alright, Perrin, get back in there. Get back in there, son. Alright, want to look at my player morale. Okay, so I don't have anybody that's bitching and moaning. Crossan, Garside, Farabee, those tend to be leaders and presence, so Crossan, Garside, Farabee. The reason why I even look at that is because I'm curious who our captains are. Myers is our captain. Connor and Crossan. I say Crossan, but Garside. Okay, Myers seems to be the leader just because he's got the best, or the captain because I think he's the best overall on the team. Okay. We can't get all bent out of shape about losing our alternate. Sorry, buddy. All right. View draft class. It's really the only thing that I'm interested in is things like this. It's a lot of elite highs. Any potential gems? No. Okay, but here's the thing. When we're looking at potential, if these are players that we can get our hands on, and these are the ones that are like really worth looking into when we have players that are in the second or third round that if we can potentially grab. And at the same time, they may all drop off. So, you never know. Great. Actually, I need to fix that. Brady O'Sullivan is hurt. All right, Riley, get in there. Wow, that sunk that line really bad. So hopefully this does not become an issue for very long. Brady O'Sullivan returned to the lineup. A left wing. So who do we have? Oh, we gotta send you down. Okay, well, no one snagged him. Alright, O'Sullivan can play, though he is a little dinged up. So hopefully he doesn't get another severe injury. Although, let's see. Yeah, Riley's so bad. But I have O'Brien here. All right, let's put Logan O'Brien in just for now, so we're not feeling that -3, and I also don't want to risk injury. Well, for all the good that did, right? Alright, so now... Alright, let's put O'Sullivan back in. He's probably going to be healed up soon. And then... Riley, do you fit in that line without dumping things all up? Alright, so we'll put him in there. Alright, very good. Jeez. That hurts. Frazier. Hang on. Oh, he's still hurt. I was gonna say, didn't make a whole lot of sense for him. Alright, so O'Brien, I guess we'll try to... Alright. Matt Frazier's back. Alright, I gotta fix something here. Okay. The nice thing is not having to worry about whether or not my facilities are falling apart. That's what I usually have to deal with. When I play all my other stuff, I keep owner mode on. So I'm trying to balance all of that as well. Just nice to have one less thing to sweat over. It's like Connor's not exactly best suited. Farabee would be a better match on that top line, huh? It certainly doesn't do much. Yeah, moving Connor down wouldn't help me at all. Alright, we're fine with a +1. Seven nothing loss. Gee. Right now, we're barely hanging on to a playoff spot. We're out of a playoff spot now. Alright, so let's look at the players that we've pinned. Alright, all of them are still gems, a bust. Alright, so let's go back to this. Ooh. Sick goaltender. Get a potential in comparison again on him. Possible playmaker. I definitely know more about his skills. I mean, some of these players we might not have time to get a look at them because it depends on how busy our scouts are. But the better look that we have, look at this again. See, we got a real good look at him. We know this is going to be an elite high. Like, unquestionably. Wow, we got a real good look at this guy. Really, it's just the playing style. And what was I saying before? There's like that one weird player that'll be in an early rank of the DEL guy, and we've only had a handful of players. Alright, so I really want to get another look at his potential in comparison, if possible. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Kelly wasn't hurt to begin with. Man, you guys are really keen on him, huh? I don't think I want to give this guy up. Four years remaining. He fits all defensive pairings. It is a two-way defender. The top four defensemen right now. And they'll give me a 4th round and a 6th round for next year. And he's an 80 overall. And what is Bowden right now? A 73. You know what? I think we take this. Yep. I think we do it. Now we look at our lines. Okay, this guy should not be in the AHL, obviously. So we are going to call him up. But first, Lowney may need a sit. Alright, so if I switch him with Kelly, that makes this line a +3. Now if I make him an offensive defenseman, would that make sense to do that? Yeah, better offensive awareness, and he's got really good passing, just not necessarily going to be one shooting. So okay, at least we have offensive defensive combo there. Alright, so Espelin I want to turn into a offensive defenseman. And once again, I do not consider this cheating. Because it's just a role that I want my coaches to start getting him to play. Alright, very good. So now let's look at our defensive pairings. Did that make a difference on that second? It sure did. Look at that. +5, +5. Perfect. So our defense is pretty damn stellar right now. I just gotta hope that we can get that forward chemistry to start going. Start kicking it up a notch. And the guy we just brought in is hurt already. Oh, for crying out loud. That figures, right? But we're still at +3 with Lowney stepping in. I want to see something. No, he's got good durability, we just have bad luck. Archer's hurt. Okay, O'Brien, get your ass in there. No, that's completely insane. And I definitely don't need to take on any defensemen because now our defense is stout. And we're definitely not giving up our round 1. There's no way. Nope. Blaine Kelly is hurt. Hang on. So Esplin is eligible to play. So hopefully Espelin does not get wrecked in the next game. Alright, Archer is okay to play, but he's not fully healed yet. The injuries keep rolling in. Get Riley in there, I guess. Archer, you're better. Who else is hurt? Farabee. Okay, so that's who I'm waiting on getting healthy. Okay, Kelly. Those are Lowney. Okay. We are fighting for a freaking spot in the playoffs, man. Let's see. What does our trade block look like? I'm sure it's insane. Get that off of there. No, I'm not going to put anybody in there. I don't know why. I hate this. Why would I not want all those picks? Ooh. Ooh. Look at this. Sorella, is that a... That must be a prospect. Top 6 forward. Yeah, he's... Potential to be a top 6. But they want to give me their second round, swap with mine, and give me another second rounder for next year? Okay. Their record's worse than what we have, so odds are their second rounder is going to be better than what I would have had. Oh, wait, no, that's the Osaka Ninjas second rounder. What kind of picks do I have? That's the only second rounder that I have. So I will still have a second rounder. Don't have any 7th round picks. How many third-round picks for next year? So getting an extra second would definitely be helpful. Okay, we're gonna take this. Okay. Farabee, fully healed. Alright, that sounds more like what my lines were set up to be. Man, we are so on the bubble. And Farabee's hurt right after he came back. So that was... Fraser's hurt. Okay, come on, guys. You got to get some wins going if we want to stay in the playoffs. Okay, Fraser is fully healed. Right wing. Farabee. Kind of silly to have them playing out of position. Alright, let's look at the draft class again. Real quick, let's see. Anybody else? We have a gem. It is already someone that we're keeping an eye on. Scout him again, huh? Alright, Lafreniere, we already knew he was going to be pretty awesome. Lindstrom, already knew he was going to be good. Hedman. Let's see if did any of our people drop out of our people, any of the people that I'm scouting. Right, medium. No? Okay. So any other surprise? Okay, we could keep an eye on him just because he's going to be a later first round pick. What don't we know about him? Strengths and weaknesses. Let's give him another look. Another one. Man, we got a lot of high elites available right now. Wow, there's a ton of high elites. Let's scout. Oh, he's currently being scouted. Okay. Well, there's definitely some good scouting opportunity or drafting opportunities ahead of us, but we'll see what we can pull off. We're holding on to a playoff spot by the skin of our teeth right now. This is not the time to be getting hurt. Alright, so right now, we're looking like we're in the playoffs. Alright, so here we go. Postseason. What happens to the Dublin Celts in their first year of existence going into the playoffs? Round one, starting off with a win. 2-0. Two and one. Uh-oh. Stephen Murphy's hurt, huh? So my starting goaltender is injured in the worst possible time? Is that what you're telling me? Alright, well I guess we're gonna bring up Delia. Oh man. Well, we're 3-1, but we have an injured goaltender, so our defense better really step it up. All right, we're out of the first round. Kyle Connor, fully healed. Good time to get him back. The nice thing about getting out of that first round is that these are plenty of days for, like, extra days for our goaltender to hopefully get healthy. Real quick, what is the estimated time of return? May 29th. Yikes. That is not good. That is not good. He is probably gone for the playoffs. Crap. Okay, we're 1-1. Another injury. Not a good time for that. We're counting on you, Morgan. Eek. Eek. I didn't realize McGonagall was hurt. He's fine. Ah, we lost in Game 7. Bummer. Hey, we made it to the second round. All right. Well, Matthew Myers, would have been nice to have you in that second round, but, you know, crap happens, I suppose. Ah, look at that. Now he's a top 6 forward. No longer an elite. He's dropped down to top 6. Still a good snag if possible, but I'm going to take him off my priority picking list. Yeah, he's a small player, so... Anyone else kind of dip down here? Anyone? No, just that one player, okay. Any new gems that got uncovered? Yeah. Alright, so Stevenson, bottom 6 forward. Small guy. Alright, well, whatever. We'll keep our eye on that guy. Oh, the frustration. That was my goaltender. The New York Metro are the Stanley Cup champions. Sorry, Rangers fans, but it's not the Rangers. It's the Metro. So they won, and they went up against the Stockholm Aurora. The Toronto Conies were the President's Trophy award winners. Did we get anybody? Lambacher, Travachet, Pedersen. Lambacher's the Calder Memorial winner. Man, he had a huge year, apparently. Brady Tkachuk. So, like, I did take some, like, a bunch of young top players from the NHL, and I scattered them through the through this league. So you will see some players like Brady Tkachuk popping up. Patterson with the Vezina and the Jennings. Shapiro. Chevrier. Hey! Matthew Myers got the Selkie. All right. So we have an excellent defenseman here. Or defensive forward, I mean. That's cool. Lambacher got the Lindsay Award and the Maurice Richard. Damn. Matt McLeod. Got the most points. Who was our... Oops. So Brady O'Sullivan is our big goal scorer. Along with Anthony Croston. Kyle Connor. McLeod's raking up all the assists he possibly can. Cool. So, hold on. So the entire league here. 54 goals. Not bad, dude. Wow, 92 overall. Okay, that guy is scary. I might have created him, I'm not entirely sure. But at least it's not like 87 goals or something crazy like that. He shares up there. Curious. Huh. Okay. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for this stream. I'm gonna do another one in a little while, and it's just gonna be for the draft, and that's pretty much gonna be it. But I don't want to do that right now. This has already been over 2 hours. So the next one will just be brief. Since I don't have a lot of draft picks anyway, it's not gonna take me long to get through it. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope that you guys are all staying safe and healthy. Hope that you're all being smart out there, not being scared. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification button, do all the YouTube stuff. And until the next one, as always, peace.